Hello and welcome to Young Minds versus Physics. So today we are going with applications of trigonometry. The second part from trigonometry from class 10 textbook. Right? This is class 10 mathematics that we are dealing with. And now, in order to know the applications of trigonometry, we have already learnt about trigonometric ratios, the next complementary angles. Then next we have also learnt about trigonometric identities, right? Based on that we did many exercises, and we are going to use all those concepts, right? All those concepts in solving the day-to-day problems. And additional words that you need to learn in order to find out or to apply the trigonometry concept to day-to-day life are angle of elevation. What is angle of elevation? See, suppose if there is a tree and there is a man who is standing near the tree at certain distance. Now he is just looking at the top of the tree, or like he is looking at a bird or a fruit, whichever is there here. Right? So his line of sight is like this. His line of sight is like this, making an angle theta with the line of separation between the person and the tree. Right? And that we call it as horizontal. That we call it as horizontal. Right? This theta is called the angle of elevation. That means whenever a line of sight is upward, right, then we call it to be angle of elevation. Okay, right. The next one is angle of depression. So what is meant by angle of depression? So when our line of sight is downward, we call it to be angle of depression. Likewise here you can see that on the top of a wall there is a person, and from there, from behind the wall on the top, from the top he is watching a vehicle which is parked here. Right? So his line of sight is like this, downward. Right? Now draw a line parallel to the horizontal, that is the surface here. Right? This will become the horizontal here. This will become the horizontal as we are drawing parallel to this. And the angle made by the line of sight with the horizontal in the downward direction. Line of sight is in downward direction. We call it to be angle of depression. The same is the case here. The line of sight is making an angle with the horizontal only, but the line of sight is in the upward direction. Then it is called angle of elevation, and this is called angle of depression. Okay, so right now when you come to this one, right, when a person is on the top of a building, right, I think you can see it now, right, on the top of a building, and he is observing two things, right, here a plant, right, as well as he is also observing another one at the next moment, an aeroplane which is flying in the sky. So his line of sight is upward. His line of sight is upward. Now if you draw a line or parallel to this horizontal, right, then the angle made by the line of sight in the upward direction with the horizontal is angle of elevation. So theta 1 is angle of elevation. And now here he is also looking downwards. That means when the angle of when the angle is made by the line of sight which is downward, then we call that as angle of depression. So simple. When you are having upward sight, angle of elevation, downward side, angle of depression. Okay, finished. Okay, so now let us see the exercise problems, right? Here is the problem, exercise 12.1. Right, a tower stands vertically on the ground. So a tower is standing vertically on the ground from a point which is 15 meter away from the foot of the tower. That means you have to imagine a point which is 15 meter away from the foot of the tower, and from that the angle of elevation of the tower, angle of elevation is given. That means the line of sight should be upward, right? So then this is 45 degrees, and at what distance, right? At a distance of 15 meter. What is the height of the tower? Now let us see how to solve the problem. Now here is how the problem. The tower is here vertically standing. Let this be the height of the tower h. right? Now at a distance of 15 meter from the foot of the tower, angle of elevation, elevation in the sense upward line of sight. So this is 45 degrees. Clear? Now we have to find out H. Now this is a right angle triangle. Right angle is here. Perfect. So it is a right angle triangle. Height is there. That means opposite side we have to find out. Adjacent side is given. So opposite and adjacent both are involved in tan theta. So now you can write in the solution tan 45 is equal to, right, height by 15 meters. Now height is equal to cross multiplication 15 into tan 45. Right, 15 into tan 45 is 1. Is it not? 15 meters. So therefore that is equal to 15 meters. Therefore height is equal to 15 meters. Note it down. Now here we go with the second problem. A tree breaks due to storm and broken part bends so that top of the tree touches the ground, making an angle 30 with the ground. That means there is a tree like this. It's broken here. So this part is coming and touching here at the ground, right? Making an angle 30 degrees with the ground, right? The distance between the foot of the tree and the top of the tree on the ground is 6 meters. So this is given to be 6 meters. Find the height of the tree before falling down. Note the point. Find the height of the tree before falling down. So here this is the situation. There is a tree which was supposed to be like this, right? But it is broken here and it fell down and it is touching the ground yet a distance of 6 meters from the base of the tree, right? From the bottom of the tree, right? And then he is asking us, and it is making 30 degrees with the horizontal. Right now he is asking us what is the height of the tree before breaking. That means we want the whole thing. Try to understand and please see what I am doing. This whole thing I want. This much though we will get. This much we will get. How do we get? Using the opposite side and adjacent side concept and tan 30. We will get this one. Now what is this length? What is this length? This length is nothing but this length, is it not? Yes. So this length. So we have to find out both hypotenuse and opposite side of 30 degrees and add both, you will get that one, right? So now here we will write, let us name this as A, B, C. Okay, right, solution. Right, tan 30 degrees is equal to, right, H by AB. Right, now H is equal to cross multiplication AB into tan 30 degrees. Tan 30 degrees, you can use sin 30 by cos 30 concept. So 1 by 2 by root 3 by 2. So therefore 1 by root 3. Tan 30 is 1 by root 3. Right, into AB. What is AB value? 6. 6 into 1 by root 3. H is equal to. So therefore H is equal to 6 by root 3, or the same thing can be written as 2 into 3. 6 I am splitting as 2 into 3. This is root 3. Root 3 goes in 3 root 3 times. So therefore height is 2 root 3 meters. So I got height. This one I got. Now my job is to find out this one. So this is nothing but the hypotenuse AC. So therefore now you can use Pythagoras theorem, or as well as you can find out this one, adjacent side by hypotenuse is cos. So now therefore I will take cos. Cos 30 is equal. You can take even sine because you have 2 root 3 here. Right? So cos 30 is equal to, right, AB by AC. Right? AB is adjacent side, AC is the hypotenuse. Right. So therefore AC is equal to, what is AC is equal to AB by cos 30. AB by cos 30 degrees. Is it not? We want AC. Right? So AC is equal to AB by cos 30. So therefore AC is equal to, what is AB? 6. Cos 30 degrees. What is cos 30? Root 3 by 2. It is in the denominator. When it comes into the numerator, reciprocal 2 by root 3. Right? I can split again. This can be like 6 2s are 12. 12 by root 3. So I can split 12 into 4 into 3 by root 3. Root 3 goes in 3, root 3 times. So 4 root 3. So what did I get the value here? 4 root 3. This value I got it to be 2 root 3. Is it not? I got 2 root 3 here, 4 root 3 here. So therefore, total height is equal to BC plus CA. So which is equal to 2 root 3 plus 4 root 3, which is equal to 6 root 3 meters. Perfect? Note it down. Now the third problem goes like this. A contractor wants to set up a slide for the children to play in the park. He wants to set it up at a height of 2 meters. So therefore the height of the slide is 2 meters and the slide goes like this, right? So slide goes like this, and right, and making an angle of 30 degrees with the ground. He wants to set up the slide like this. So now what should be the length of the slide? What is this one? That means opposite side is there, angle is there. You have to find hypotenuse. Very easy. Here we go with like this. Right. So we want the trigonometric ratio which involves these two. Right. So I can take sine solution. Sine 30 degrees is equal to height by length. Let us suppose that length is the L is the length of the slide. So now L is equal to H by sine 30. H by sine 30. So what is height given to be? 2. Sine 30 is 1 by 2. It is in the denominator. I bring it into the numerator. So therefore it is 2. 2 by 1. So 1 by 2 from the denominator is brought to the numerator. Therefore it is 2 by 1. So 2 2s are 4 meters. So if this is 2 meters, this is 4 meters. Clear? Note it down. Here we go with fourth problem. Length of the shadow of a 15 meter high pole is 5 root 3 meters. Suppose there is a pole like this. Its shadow will be falling here, right? Its shadow will be falling here as the sun rays fall like this, right? As the sun rays fall like this. So now he is telling this is 15 meters and length of the shadow is 5 root 3. Very good, right? And at 7 o'clock in the morning, then what is the angle of elevation? He is asking angle of elevation of the sun rays with the ground at the time. When you know how to draw the diagram, automatically you will get the solution. So you have adjacent side and opposite side. You can find out theta, tan theta. Is it not? Right. We will do that now. So here is the diagram. So the sun rays are falling on the top of the pole like this, and here is the shadow formed. Length of the shadow is 5 root 3 and this is a 15. So you have tan theta is equal to opposite side by 15 by 5 root 3. So 5, it goes 3 times. And now root 3 will go root 3 times in 3. So what is tan theta is equal to? I got tan theta is equal to root 3. Now for which value of theta you have tan to be root 3? Yes, 60 degrees. Why? Because tan 60 degrees is equal to root 3. Right? You have this. So therefore theta is equal to 60 degrees. So at what angle it is like the rays are falling on the ground, right? 60 degrees, right? Angle of elevation of the rays is 60 degrees. Clear? Yeah, please note it down. Now here is the fifth problem. It goes like this. You want to erect a pole of 10 meter height. So this is the pole of 10 meter height with the support of three ropes like this, one here and the other one in the other direction, right? Right. Each rope has to make an angle of 30 degrees with the pole. Students, very, very important. Right. This is making here 30 degrees. Here 30 degrees. Rope is making an angle 30 degrees with the pole, not with the horizontal. So with the horizontal, this is already 90 degrees. With the horizontal, it is 60 degrees. Now you can find whatever you want. You have 60 degrees. This is 10 meters. Right? And what should be the length of the rope? That means this is the length of the rope. Right? So now let us see how to solve it. Right here, this is how the diagram is. Now I want hypotenuse and opposite side involved. So therefore sine 60 degrees here is equal to opposite side 10 meter divided by length of the rope L. Right? Let us suppose length of the rope to be L. So now L is equal to 10 by sine 60. That is equal to 10 by sine 60 is root 3 by 2. Okay, if you want, I'll write it here. I'll bring it into the numerator so that it will get reciprocated reverse. That means denominator, numerator will get exchanged. So 10 into 2 is 20 by root 3. 20 by root 3 is the length. Okay? Yeah, note it down. And suppose if the total length is asked. Total length, that means all the three pieces, if the pieces are made from a length, total length is equal to 3 into 20 by root 3 because 3 pieces are used. So root 3 goes root 3 times in this. So therefore 20 root 3 should be the total length of the rope. Right? Not each one, but all complete length of the rope should be 20 root 3 meters. Clear? So with this, I'll stop the class for today. And please subscribe if you have not yet. And also I want to again remind you that we have a maths marathon from 7th February, which will give you the complete revision of most important questions and previous year questions of 10th class public examination mathematics, right? So please subscribe and share.